Now, coming to animal sources of food, we as a human beings are omnivorous. Omnivorous means animals those feed both on plants and flesh of another animals. For example, we have vegetarians and non-vegetarians as well. Vegetarians are those who eat the milk and milk products of animals, and they do not eat the meat and egg that comes from the animal. Whereas the people who eat both plant food as well as the meat and egg, they are called the non-vegetarians. All right. Now we will see meat one by one. Meat. Meat comes from goat, sheep, etc. And egg come from poultry, that is hen, duck, and they are eaten worldwide. Fishes and seafood they come from fresh water as well as seawater. They are the rich source of iodine and protein. For example, crab, different kinds of fish, oysters, prawns, etc. So this also explains that people who live in coastal area, they get a good amount of iodine and protein, as the fish and fish products or seafood is easily available to them at a good cost and price. Now coming to milk and milk products. Cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, etc. are the sources of milk to us. Milk is rich in proteins, fat, vitamins, and calcium. We can make milk products such as cheese, butter, ghee, curd, etc. from milk. Now, if we do activity 5, we can understand what are the different products which we can make from milk. Like we have different kinds of sweets. We can make cottage cheese, that is paneer. We every day eat curd. We can make different kinds of sweets such as milk cakes. We can use them in making eggless cakes as well. All right, so that is our activity 5. Now coming to the last but not the least source of animal product, that is honey. It is produced by honey bees, and honey bees collect it from the nectar of the flower. Thus store the honey in beehives. It contains natural sugar, minerals, and some enzymes. It is very easy to digest. It has antibacterial property and medicinal values, because of which honey is called the good source of sugar, as well as it has medicinal properties. Honey is used in Ayurvedic medicines also. Now here we have come across that bees are also reared for honey. Means rearing means bringing up, and it is called apiculture. So fish and seafood can also be reared, and this is called pisciculture. All right. Now we know that we get different kinds of food and we eat different varieties of food. So how are we classified into different kinds of organisms depending on what we eat and what we do not eat? All right, so we will see that how living things will get their food. Now here comes a very beautiful topic, that is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs is nothing but the living organisms which prepare their own food, and heterotrophs means they depend on other living organisms for their food. Example for autotrophs is green plants, and example for heterotrophs is non-green plants and all other living organisms. So here we get a doubt that do we also prepare our food at home, we also make our own food, homemade food, then what is the difference between a green plant and a human being? Let us discuss the difference between autotroph and heterotroph, that is a plant and a human being. For example, plant gets the sunlight energy from sun, water from roots, and chlorophyll from green pigment, and carbon dioxide from stomata, and it prepares its food and it directly converts it into glucose. It does not include the part called digestion. While a human being, say for example, have to go to a market, have to buy the vegetables, meat, whatever is required for him or her, and he has to come home, he has to wash and cook those things, he has to cook them properly, eat them, digest them, and then he gets the energy. So have you understood the difference between a heterotroph and an autotroph? That is why plants are called the producers and animals are called the consumers. Now, depending upon the eating habits of animals, animals are classified as herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Now, herbivorous animals are called the plant eaters. They eat plant and their parts. They have sharp cutting teeth in front and flat grinding teeth in the back. For example, cow, buffalo, goat, horse, sheep. Herbivore means plant and vor means a eater. Now coming to carnivores. Carnivores eat the flesh of other animals. The word carni means flesh and vor means an eater. The examples are lizard, tiger, leopard, frog, dog, etc. Now, as carnivores are flesh eaters, they have sharp claws and powerful jaws to hold their prey. They have to tear the flesh of the animal, so they have sharp pointed teeth. For example, snakes and crocodiles, they directly swallow the whole animal organism whatever they eat, and then they will digest it in the stomach. Owl and hawk tear the flesh with their sharp and strong beaks. Frogs will eat insect with its tongue. Alright, now while discussing carnivores, we also have to discuss the scavengers. Scavengers are nothing but a variety of carnivore who eat the dead animals. They do not hunt. So, scavengers are very useful and they are called the cleaners of the earth because they eat the dead remains of the animals and also help in their decomposition. Okay. Now, as human beings have vegetarian and non-vegetarian, similar way, bats who are considered to be carnivores have two different more varieties, that is frugivorous, that is they eat only fruits. The bat which eat only fruits are called frugivorous, and the bats who only drink the blood of other animals are called vampires. Vampire bats are found generally in Argentina, Brazil and Chile. Now coming to omnivores means the plant and flesh eaters. Animals that eat both plant and flesh are called omnivorous animals. Omni means both, all, and vor means an eater. Example, man, hen, bear, crow, house sparrow are called omnivorous animals. Bear eats the twigs of plants as well as termites. It also eats honey. Crow eats everything. House sparrow eats insects as well as seeds. If we go through this table, we can identify which animal is carnivore, omnivore and herbivore. For example, carnivore are human being, dog, cat, crow, house sparrow, rat, rabbit, cow, buffalo, horse, elephant, butterfly, squirrel are herbivorous. Frog, bat, lizard, tiger, lion are called carnivorous animal. So here we understood so many concepts that what is the food which we eat, what are the sources of our food, why do we actually need food, and what are the different eating habits of the animals. So here we conclude our lesson. Have a good day.